Welcome to the Homeowners Guide to Installing Solar Power live webinar consultations. This is solarhomeappointments.com. This is going to provide you with a free personalized solar energy report for your home, as well as an ebook today. We're going to get started here in just a few seconds. Please take a moment to like us below, to share our link, do everything you can to help us grow. We'd greatly appreciate it. Very excited to be here today. Talk about my favorite subject, solar panels. All right, let's get started. What if you could fight climate change without spending money? Our goal today is to show you exactly how much money you will save with solar power. You are literally losing money without solar panels on your home. We're going to do this by creating you a free personalized home report for your home, exactly as if I were sitting at your kitchen table, only everything will be done online today. We have a self-guided virtual consultation you can take. We're going to show you exactly how much money you will be able to save with solar panels. We're also going to be giving away the 2021 Homeowners Buyer's Guide to Solar Panels ebook. This is a fantastic reference tool. This is a 400-page ebook actually up to this point. It's all the questions that a homeowner will ask before moving forward with solar panels. We try to tackle all of those at once to provide a wonderful tool for you to use. Any questions you have should be in there. Here at Solar Home Appointments, we provide unbiased solar energy information. Our mission is to empower homeowners during the solar panel purchasing process versus the solar installer and help you save as much money as possible with an objective report first. No longer will solar panels be sold like used cars. Yes, currently a salesman will come into your home. He will make an estimation of what the price should be. He will always jack it up a little bit, try to increase the size of his commissions. They're also going to try to oversell you the number of panels you need. There's absolutely no advantage to producing 200% of your needs. We want to make sure that all solar panel systems are sold for the best possible price a solar installer can sell it for, and then everybody gets the same price. My name is Brian. I do love solar power. I've been a home energy consultant for 4 years now. I spoke with over 1,000 homeowners. I'm also trained in roofing, HVAC, and installation. If you do have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. I got in this because I love to fight climate change. Yes, I do have 3 little ones here. They are my why. The reason I do this every single day. I think that 20, 30 years from now, if everybody had solar panels on their roof, we'd have a far better future. These little guys would have a far better chance of fighting climate change. This is one of my favorite quotes about climate change. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. We can fight climate change. In fact, we do have more than enough solar energy available to fight climate change right now. The chart on the left, that little black dot, is how much electricity is currently being used by all of civilization. The big orange sun there is how much solar we have available to us. In fact, enough sunlight hits the earth every single hour to power all of civilization for an entire year. The sun could power 75 trillion typical U.S. homes at any given time. There's absolutely no reason we need to be burning fossil fuels at this point. In fact, coal takes 1 million years to produce, and it's also going to be one of the largest emitters of CO2 emissions, which is one of the biggest causes of climate change. Changing your home from burning fossil fuels to renewable energies, if everybody did that, would reduce the cost, reduce the amount of CO2 emissions by about 30% into the atmosphere. So we really can make a difference with solar panels on your roof. After 4 years of in-home consultations, I've learned a couple very, very important things. One, solar power really does work. It's like building a little mini power plant on your roof. The panels are going to generate electricity. You're going to pump those into your meter. It's going to spin your meter backwards and saving you on your electric bill. And two, there are a lot of uneducated sales reps. Unfortunately, they're going to provide you information overload. They're going to confuse homeowners. And unfortunately, not every homeowner will pay the same price for the same equipment. As I mentioned, sales professionals are trained to inflate the price to increase their commissions. They're going to try to oversell you the number of panels you need. They're also going to sell you some more expensive equipment than you really need. They're also going to judge the homeowner, inflate the price. You got a nice car out front, the price is just going to go up just a little bit and see what they can do. Our goal is to make sure here at Solar Home Appointments that you're never going to have to overpay for your solar panels. Most homeowners currently do a little research. They set up a pitch from a sales professional and they end up overpaying. On top of that, they don't know much about this company. They never worked with them before and they just pray that it works out. You are going to get taken advantage of by going directly to an installer. Generally, using an online solar marketplace will save you about 15% off your quote. These are competitive marketplace that we offer is going to save a substantial amount of money. Getting the objective report first from us, letting us quote your system and give you an idea of what price range you should be in before speaking to an installer will make sure that you never overpay for your solar panels. 3 secrets I've learned about solar panels every homeowner must know before moving forward with installing their system. 1, solar panels are extremely reliable. 2, installing and owning solar panels is easy and fun. And 3, if you can afford your electric bill, you can afford solar panels. Solar panels are extremely reliable. In fact, your solar panels, your inverter, and your mounting system, every piece of equipment that will go into your home will be covered by a full 25-year manufacturer warranty. There's also going to be a workmanship warranty from your installer, generally of 30 to 40 years. So it's important to note that every single piece of equipment on your home will be covered by the next 25 years. I highly recommend the Solaredge company because of their warranties. I worked with a homeowner. She got a box at her door, had no idea what it was. It turned out that Solaredge, her inverter had gone down. The inverter itself sent a signal to the home office. The home office automatically sent out a replacement inverter. She was able to have that system replaced within 3 days in the summertime, which is fantastic. The last thing you want to do is wait 6 to 8 weeks and lose all those valuable summer months hours of kilowatt production that you're going to receive from your solar panels. So SolarEdge is really a fantastic warranty company. I highly recommend going that direction because of their warranties. Secret 2, installing and owning solar panels is easy and fun. Yes, your solar installer will take care of absolutely everything. Once you decide to move forward with solar panels for your home, you sign the agreement. They're going to send out an inspector to your home. They're going to get on your roof, take all the measurements they need, take a look at your electrical panel, use all that information to design your plans. They are going to show you those plans as soon as you okay those plans. They're going to submit them for permitting to the city. Once the city accepts it, stamps it, they're going to come out and install. Install's only in a 1 to 2 day process. After the installation process is complete, you're going to wait for your utility company to come out and inspect the system. Once they inspect the system and turn it on, you're going to be good to go. And during that entire process, you're literally going to have to do nothing. Once they are installed on your roof, they are going to make absolutely no noise at all, very, very, very little. There's no maintenance at all. You could maybe spray them off with a hose every 2 years if they do get too dusty, but there's no moving parts on the pieces, so you're not going to have to get up there and oil anything. They're also not going to produce water pollution. You know, all the fossil fuels that you're currently burning are producing quite a bit of water pollution as well. You are going to receive an online monitoring platform. You'll be able to clearly see on your phone, on your computer, your tablet, exactly how much electricity you are generating, how much you generated yesterday, last month, etc. I actually had a homeowner tell me you could go out there on a full moon and you'll see your system will be able to generate a little bit of electricity. It is pretty cool. I do like to follow along, make sure that everything's working appropriately. You will be able to have easy access to that data. Secret number 3, if you could afford your electric bill, you could afford solar panels. Yes, even with zero down financing, homeowners will still often find a monthly payment lower than what they are currently paying a month for electricity. For example, this homeowner here was paying $350 a month electric bill. We were able to purchase a solar system through financing and receive a $187 a month financing payment. This $187 a month payment did not start until the day the system is turned on. So that day, you're going to stop paying the $350 a month and start paying $187 a month, saving a substantial amount of money every single month. And it will stay $187 a month for the life of the loan. And literally, if you could afford your electric bill at this point, you will be able to find generally a financing payment at or below what you're currently paying a month for electricity. Bonus secret, everyone will pay for solar panels. You are losing money by not owning solar panels on your home. If you are planning on continuing to use electricity, you really only have two choices. Continue to burn fossil fuels, receive absolutely nothing in return except a higher bill year after year, or install a solar panel system that's going to pay for itself off in 5 to 6 years, produce 20 years worth of free electricity on the back end, saving your house hundreds of thousands of dollars, as well as be a tangible asset for your home that will raise the property value. Even if you decide solar panels are not for you, you are still going to have to pay to continue to burn fossil fuels over the next 6 to 7 years, the same amount of money that you would have spent to invest in a solar panel system today. Therefore, you will receive absolutely nothing in return. Even everyone will pay for solar panels. Only some people will actually get solar panels in return. Here at Solar Home Appointments, we provide the self-guided solar energy consultation. No salesman needed. Nobody needs to follow along. You can read through it at your own pace, answer questions as you go. It's a fantastic tool. What you're going to get by filling out the consultation, we're going to walk you through it here in a couple minutes just to show you everything. You're going to get the knowledge to empower versus a solar installer. This knowledge to empower will show you how solar integrates with your home. We're going to show you how net metering works. We're going to show you exactly how many solar panels you need for your home. We're going to give you product recommendations as well as battery information. Remember that never get oversold for your solar. Too much solar is a waste of money. If you put twice as much solar as you need, you just paid twice as much upfront for your system. We are also going to provide you with all the tangible spec sheets. You're going to be able to look over all the panels details. We have all those 25-year warranties that I mentioned in easy PDF downloadable form for you, so you'll have those in case you ever do need them. We also are going to provide you with all the tax forms that you need. We are not tax professionals, but you will receive a 26% federal tax rebate when installing solar panels on your home. Just download these forms here, take them to your tax professional, tell them, hey, I'm thinking of installing solar panels, just want to make sure that I qualify. That's very, very important. Always double check before moving forward. But yes, I will tell you, as long as you are receiving some sort of income, paying taxes, you will be able to qualify for the 26% federal tax rebate. We're also going to provide you with a full personalized solar energy PDF report. This is designed exactly as if I were sitting at your kitchen table. I ask the same questions, provide the same information, provide you the same sort of report that I would produce. We're going to tell you what the net investment, i.e. the cost of solar panels for your home is. We're going to give you the tax credit, the return on your investment. We're going to show you your 30-year savings. We're going to be able to provide you with a price range for systems similar to yours, which have they installed in your area. We're also going to be able to show you how many panels you're going to need, as well as the cost of doing nothing. If you continue to burn fossil fuels, yes, you will still have to pay for it. As long as you continue to use electricity, that is. All right, and we're also going to be able to provide you access with the PDF. You will receive access to our exclusive installer marketplace. We work with a team of highly qualified installers. We do all the research for you. No longer do you have to dig through a bunch of different installers. You're not going to have to check their insurance because we already check their insurance. We make sure everybody's licensed, insured, and highly rated. Our marketplace also creates competition with your PDF. We're always trying to get installers to match or beat it, and we create a very competitive quote for you that we try to get home installers to match or beat. This competition amongst the marketplace will often drive down the price that they would pay to a homeowner about 15%. You get to choose to speak with 1, 2, or 3 installers. You do not have to speak with any installers to still receive the full PDF report. However, it's up to you. And when you are ready to move forward and speak with an installer, you have the option of how many. We don't have 6 to 8 installers contacting you with quotes all over the place. You have a choice of how many people you would like to speak with. All right, today's bonus offer today is going to be the 2021 Buyer's Guide to Purchasing Solar Panels. So not only are you going to get the knowledge to empower, the full personalized report, access to our marketplace, but also our wonderful ebook here. This is a 400-page guide that we normally sell for $17.99. It goes over all our product recommendations. It has our climate change articles. It goes over the entire installation process. Really, this is designed to be all the questions that a homeowner will have before moving forward with solar panels. As a quick reference tool, it is a fantastic guide here. We are giving that away to homeowners who fill out the consultation at the end here. We're also providing a Solar Panel Pro calculator. This is a wonderful Excel sheet. That's so with engineers, if you are comfortable using Excel sheets, you're going to be able to pump in your own kilowatt hours, your sun hours, your panel wattage. You're going to basically be able to design your entire quote. You're going to be able to find out exactly what your 30-year savings are. You can run another solar installer's quote through this tool and be able to see exactly what your savings will be as well. Make sure you enter your correct utility data. This is a very, very powerful tool. We will be able to give you this away today as well. We are a public benefit corporation. We are here to help. So therefore, when you do move forward with one of our installers, we will donate $10 to one of these wonderful 3 charities. I do recommend the Teach for America Foundation. My wife is a teacher. Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation is a climate change initiative feeding America. Obviously, nobody should be hungry. So you go ahead and select one of those 3 there. And if you do move forward with one of our installers, we will donate $10 to one of these 3 wonderful charities. So that is everything you're going to get with our solar consultation. We're going to provide you the knowledge to empower versus solar installer, a full personalized solar energy report PDF, as well as access to our exclusive installer marketplace, the 2021 Buyer's Guide to Purchasing Solar Panels. We're going to donate $10 as well as the Solar Panel Pro calculator. So we're going to go ahead and get started over there right now. And of course, everything today is 100% free. Put your card away. We don't even ask for it at any point. We're just here to help you save as much money as possible when installing solar panels on your home. So we'll go ahead and go to Solar Home Appointments to get started. I'll put a link here for everybody as well, so you can go ahead and easily click over. All right, so this is solarhomeappointments.com. This is where we provide our full self-guided virtual solar energy consultation. To get started, just go ahead and hit this giant green button here, and we're underway. Why are you most interested in solar panels is a very important question. Are you looking to fight climate change? Yes, solar panels will produce no CO2 emissions, reducing your home's carbon footprint substantially. Are you looking to save money? If you do pay cash down, you're going to often receive a return on your investment in about 5 to 6 years, receiving 20 years worth of free electricity on the back end. Are you looking to upgrade your home? Upgrading gas appliances to electric is a very common time to install solar panels, as well as putting if you're remodeling your home, installing a solar panel system will upgrade the property value of your home as well. Are you looking for energy independence? The utility grid has proven to be no match for climate change again and again. Outages continue to occur. Installing a solar panel system at the same time as battery storage is really a fantastic idea right now. It is not going to save you as much money as installing a solar panel system. However, it will provide a fantastic emergency power supply. If you have a commercial building, installing a solar panel system on your roof, you will be able to appreciate 100% of the value over the first year, saving your company hundreds of thousands of dollars over the next 25 years. So I'm going to go ahead and select Fight Climate Change here. I do have a couple little ones, as I mentioned. That's the reason I started in this. The next most important thing to understand is I want to make sure that every homeowner understands exactly how solar panels are going to integrate with your home, the panels, the inverter, the mounting system. This will also talk a little bit about how net metering works. In the summertime, you are going to produce far more electricity than your home is using. So we'll talk about what they're going to do with those extra kilowatt hours. So we'll go ahead and get started on this video here. Make sure everybody has a firm understanding.
Solar power is the most abundant renewable energy resource we have available on Earth. Solar-generated electricity is created by using technology field-tested and improved upon since the 19th century. When sunlight hits the modules on a solar photovoltaic, or PV, installation, the modules convert the sun's energy into electricity that can be used to power your home. Whether the electricity is being drawn from a PV installation or a utility company, your home's power performance will stay the same. The direct current, or DC power, that the installation produces is wired into an inverter. This inverter converts the DC power into an alternating current, better known as AC power. This AC power is the standard electrical current used for powering most homes, appliances, and luxuries throughout the world. The electrical current then flows from the inverter to the home's electrical service panel that feeds electricity into the household. An optional tracking meter can keep track of a home's total electrical consumption, the total output of the solar installation, and more. These tracking systems often have live display systems or online monitors, so you can track how much of your home's electricity needs are being met by your system's production and how well your system is performing at any point in time. During the day, if the solar system's production exceeds the house's electrical needs, the excess electricity is fed back into the power grid. When this occurs, you can observe the electrical meter spin backwards. Most local governments have a system of credits set in place that require utility companies to buy this excess energy back for various renewable energy standards, portfolios, and goals. In addition to reducing your electric bill, these credits can be sold to utilities. This generates revenue to pay back your cost of investment for the PV system and eventually turn a profit. At night, or any time a household is using more electricity than a solar installation is producing, the extra energy needed to power the house is pulled from the grid, as it normally would be. When you install a solar system on a home, the only noticeable difference you'll see is on your electric bill. Investing in a PV system is a smart, sensible choice that pays for itself over time by harnessing the most abundant, free form of energy available to us today, solar power.
All right. As I mentioned, it does talk about a really important topic there, net metering. Your home is going to produce your solar panels are going to produce far more electricity than you're using in the summertime. It's really a bell curve of how much you're going to produce over the course of a year. You're going to produce almost all your electricity in those 4 months there. Those extra kilowatt hours are going to be stored with your electrical company in the wintertime as well as at nighttime. Your home is going to be using more electricity than your solar panels are generating. That extra kilowatt hour you'll be able to pull from those kilowatt hours that you generated in the summertime. So that's really important that you understand. You're going to jump into generally a 25-year net metering agreement with your utility company, which will generally ensure that they will pay for your excess electricity when you're producing it. It's called a net metering agreement. So now everybody has an understanding of how solar panels can integrate with your home. We'll go ahead and hit this green go button here. Next most important thing to understand is your kilowatt hours. Kilowatt hours are the measurement of how much electricity your home is using. In order to build you an accurate solar proposal for your home, we're going to want to look at the previous 12 months worth of kilowatt hours used. So in order to find this data, you can easily find it at your electric company's website or by calling them. You can call them and just ask, hey, what's my previous 12 months worth of kilowatt hours? A lot of times, often, it'll be posted on your utility bill, depending on your company as well. Or you can go online. PG&E is the company that I use. You just select sign in, energy use details. It'll bring up a chart with a 12-month breakdown of exactly how much electricity you've used. You want to go from bill view to year view and add up those 12 months there. It's important to note that we are building you a solar system based on for your future usage based on your previous 12 months worth of usage. We're going to ask a couple questions here about adding any more kilowatt hours to your system. If you do not have 12 months worth of data, you can also just make an average, use the data you have, multiply by 12 will give you the best way to start with the average. You can obviously, if you need to add in additional kilowatt hours for summer months or adding an electric vehicle, it's important to do that as well. All right, I'll show you a little bit. Got to log in here. How many kilowatt hours? So this is what it looks like from my utility website. You just scroll through each one, and I'm just going to add up each of these kilowatt hours here. So you can see that my home does use a substantial bit more electricity in the summertime. I do have an air conditioner as well. So it's important to note that air conditioners will use a lot of electricity. So just add up these 12 months here. And then you're going to also want to get, while you're here, your energy costs as well. Having that data is going to allow us to build you the most accurate proposal. It'll show you your cost savings as well as exactly how many panels you need. So once you add up your 12 months cost, they make it a little bit easier if you're using PG&E. Down here, they provide it right here for you. So once you have your costs and your 12 months worth of usage, you go ahead and put those into the proposal here. And those are really important numbers. Obviously, you do not have to use perfectly accurate data, but the more accurate that you use, the better the proposal is going to be for your home. The more accurate, obviously. All right. You're also welcome to upload a PDF of your electrical bill. That'll make it very easy for installers to make sure that you put in the correct data, you're using the correct amount of kilowatt hours. If you have purchased an electric vehicle recently, those will use a substantial amount of kilowatt hours. Every 1,000 miles you drive will use about 300 additional kilowatt hours. So if you're going to drive, say, 5,000 miles in a year, that's going to add an additional 1,500 kilowatt hours to this number here, which would be producing your kilowatt hour goal. As I mentioned, we're trying to build you a system for your future usage based on your previous data. If you are upgrading any gas appliances to electric, it's important to note, as well as air conditioning. If you do have an older furnace or air conditioner, energy efficiency has really come a long way in the last 20 years. Instead of putting on more solar panels to cover up the problem, you're going to actually save more money over the next 4 or 5 years by replacing the unit, finding something that's going to burn a lot less kilowatt hours. That's going to actually save you money in the long run. So it's important to note that you can also upgrade your HVAC at the same time, generally, as installing solar panels. It's really important to know, to build you a proper system, obviously, how much shade your home is receiving. If your home is receiving quite a bit of shade, obviously you're going to need more panels to produce the same amount of kilowatt hours. If you are receiving full sun, you are going to need less panels. So it is really important to note. If you have no idea, you just receive a little bit, I always recommend hitting partial shade there. It is going to build you a very accurate proposal, right in the right ballpark for you. If you do want to find out exactly how many hours of usable sunlight your home used, you can go over to Google Project Sunroof. They have it listed there. You just simply type in your address. They make it really easy for you, and it'll pop up this number here on the side here. We'll show you exactly how many hours of usable sunlight your home is receiving each year, as that data is incredibly important to build you an accurate solar proposal for your home. So you can just pump that number in there, and that'll build you a proposal based on exactly how many hours of usable sunlight your home is receiving each year. Put your address in here to judge the shade report. Valley Drive. Okay, you can also check for trees. There we go. Okay, 2 nice systems there. All right, go green. All right, next thing a solar home consultant is going to look at when they are sitting at your home is your roof type. If you have a composite shingle roof, it is very, very easy to install on. They're not going to upcharge you anything. These are very, very easy roofs. If you have a flat roof, you're going to need to angle the panels about 15 to 30 degrees to take full advantage of the sunlight. This is going to cost a little bit extra in materials. A steep roof, a solar installer is going to have to strap in. A ceramic tile roof, obviously these tiles can break. Oftentimes they'll have to hire an installer that's going to be trained to walk on these panels or these tiles as well. A cement tile roof is beautiful, a little bit more difficult to drill through, will cost a little bit more for the mounting feature. A ground mount system, if you do have a lot of land, is always a great idea. However, just note that you are going to have to trench from your electrical panel to the solar panels, preferably not through any concrete. The farther away you're going to have to trench, the more the upcharge is going to be. A wood shake roof, these are very common in the 80s. Unfortunately, they are fire hazards. Oftentimes they won't have decking underneath. You're going to have to upgrade your roof to install solar panels, generally to a composite shingle roof. Fortunately for you, upgrading your roof at the same time installing solar panels will save you 26% on the entire package by bundling them together. I have provide here the tax forms for you. This is instructions on how to use it. You can clearly say that no costs relating to a roof or the property will fail to qualify. You're welcome to read through these, check with your tax professional, but a roof is obviously a very necessary part of a solar panel project. You cannot install solar panels if you do not have a roof. So therefore, it will be able to qualify. I also provide the exact tax form here. So go ahead and download those, provide those to your tax professional. Make sure that you're going to qualify the 26% federal tax credit. If you have a different style roof, foam roof, something like that, you want to mention that here. You're also, your best bet's going to be to upgrade a picture of the roof. Upgrading a picture will make it really easy for the installer to give you an accurate quote. How old is your roof? As I mentioned, you can't replace your roof at the same time as installing solar. If you're not sure, don't worry. A site inspector is going to come over to your roof before they install and make sure that everything's good to go. If they find out it's not at that point, I mean, that you generally won't have to pay. Your electrical panel is very, very important. That is where the electricity will pump from the solar panels directly into your home. If you do have a newer panel, generally looking for a 200 amp panel, open breaker spots, that's going to be fantastic. There's going to be no upcharge at all for you. If you do have an older panel, as I mentioned, this is a great time to replace it. Generally, it's a fire hazard anyway, but bundling that at the same time as installing solar panels will save you 26% off the entire cost, and is a fantastic time to do it. It will be mandatory generally if you do not have a proper electrical panel to install on. A lot of times people will have grid panels, but they'll be completely full. You also will have the option sometimes to add a sub panel onto your home. So that's another option. If you have no idea what your electrical panel looks like, go ahead and hit not sure here. They'll take a look, obviously, for you. It's always a great idea to upload a photo of it. We want to make sure that you don't have any hidden costs when moving forward with solar panels. Having a picture of your roof as well as a picture of your electrical panel will really make sure that the installer is able to provide you with the most accurate possible quote. So once you have your electrical panel choice selected, go ahead and hit go here. All right, equipment. As I noted earlier, everything that will come with a 25-year manufacturer warranty. All the panels that I recommend here, I highly recommend. There is not one that is fantastically much better than the others. There is no small companies on here. All of them will have the best warranties. I do like the REC panel. It is going to have a 21.7% efficiency rating, which is one of the highest on the market. It's also going to have a really low degradation scale. So therefore, after 25 years, it's going to be working at 92% of what you install it at, versus a Hyundai panel here. Great value, great price. It's going to be working at 80% 25 years from now. All of these panels are going to produce kilowatt hours for your home. All of them are going to run the meters backwards. The LG panel is a very nice panel. It is a little bit more expensive though. I always recommend the REC. This is a very, very nice panel. It's going to give you a great price as well as produce as well as all the other panels. Solaredge inverter is the inverter that I recommend. It will also come with the power optimizers that will go underneath each panel and make sure that each one is functioning independently of each other, similar to the micro N-phase microinverters. I do think Solaredge comes with a stronger warranty. You could read through the warranties in more detail if you like, but I prefer the Solaredge inverter as well as the warranty. Take a look here at exactly what it looks like here. Battery storage. Generally, if you are looking to save the most money with your system, we do not recommend a battery. They are going to be a little bit more pricey. They're generally not going to see a good return on their investment. However, if you are experiencing outages and looking for emergency backup power, they are a fantastic idea. I'll show you a little bit here about how a battery is going to integrate with your home, exactly how it's going to function on a day-to-day process.
A new day begins in this typical household. To help cut their electricity bills, a Solaredge PV system with battery storage has been installed. The Solaredge Monitoring dashboard provides insight into household production and consumption, showing the power flow between the PV array, battery, grid, and house loads. Real-time system data is tracked by the graph. The red curve represents the consumption. The PV production curve is green, and blue represents self-consumption. At 6 a.m., PV production is 0. The battery is drained after powering the house overnight, and the house load is currently supplied by the grid. As the sun rises, PV production starts to increase, but the grid continues to support the basic house loads. At 6:45 a.m., the household wakes up. The house loads surge as the family prepares to head out. With the increased PV production, the PV system is now able to help meet the rising consumption, together with the grid energy. At this stage, PV energy only supports house loads and does not charge the battery. It's 8 a.m. Since everyone has left the house load has dropped. PV production now greatly exceeds consumption, so there is no electricity supplied by the grid. The house is now energy independent for the first time today. The green production curve exceeds the blue self-consumption curve. In this case, the excess PV energy is used to charge the battery. The battery continues to be charged by PV throughout the morning. The house load remains low and is fully supplied by the PV energy. With PV at peak production and the battery reaching full charge, the excess energy can now be exported to the grid. At midday, the house is still energy independent. It's lunchtime, and the kids are back home from school. Even with rising house loads, the PV production is high enough to supply all loads while exporting excess energy to the grid. The battery remains 100% charged. In the afternoon, there is higher energy consumption and decreasing PV production. With PV not able to meet the house loads, the battery now begins supplying energy. After 3 p.m., clear skies give way to clouds, leading to even lower PV production. The dashboard shows the battery continuing to compensate for the reduced PV generation levels, supplying a greater share of the house loads than before. Good news! At At 4 p.m., the sunny weather has returned. PV production is back to levels high enough to supply the loads, charge the battery, and even export excess energy to the grid. It is now 6 p.m, dinner time. Daylight is turning to dusk, and PV production is winding down for the day. The low PV generation isn't able to supply the high energy consumption. With demand exceeding the battery's continuous power output, the grid is used to ensure that the high energy demands are met. As the sun sets, PV production has dropped to zero. With household consumption relatively low, the battery alone is able to supply the house loads without any need for the grid. It's 10 p.m, bedtime. House loads are minimal, so the battery is able to power the house by itself until full discharge at around 4 a.m. The grid then takes over household energy supply for the rest of the night, with PV production starting again after sunrise. Another day has ended with Solaredge's PV and storage solution, helping this household optimize their self-consumption.
All right. Battery storage is fantastic. If you are going to go that direction, I do recommend the LG Chem battery. I find it to be a little bit easier for installers to get. The Tesla Powerwall sometimes can take 6 months to a year to install, unfortunately. I do recommend, nobody wants to wait that long. LG Chem comes with a 10-year warranty. Show you here. There you go. All right. If you're looking to save the most money, no battery storage needed. We'll go with the RNC's Solaredge inverter and go ahead and get your report here. All right, so this is going to show you exactly how many solar panels you need for your home. It looks like 16 solar panels are needed. They're going to produce 11,258 kilowatt hours of electricity, saving $133,838 over the next 30 years. In order to get your full PDF report, just hit download here. Go ahead and type in your information there, and you hit send my report. That's going to email it directly to your email. I'll show you what it's going to look like here. All right, and you're going to be able to have this attachment. It's got the full PDF report. It's going to have exactly what your savings are. Move it over to this screen. All right. Yeah, it's going to have exactly here. Your congratulations, you're going to save 145, 19,000 investment. Goes over all of the details here. How many kilowatt hours your home's used in the previous 12 months. You're adding an EV car there, so we added an additional 1,500. Looks like this system is going to produce 102% of the homeowner's needs. You cannot cut a solar panel in half to make it exactly 100%. You're generally going to get right over 100 or right under 100. 16 of these REC panels generating 370 watts each. 16 times 370 will produce a 5.92 kilowatt system, or 5,920 watts. Generally, your system will be priced in price per watt. This one came out to $260 a watt. There's a composite shingle roof, so no upcharge there. There's no battery storage, as well as, yes. So it comes out to 25. Oh no, I did add battery storage. LG Chem battery storage was 10,500. So the total investment with battery storage came out to 25,892. You're looking at a current federal 26% tax credit on your next taxes. You're going to save $6,732. So therefore, you're looking at a 25-year investment in electricity of $19,000 with a battery storage system. This here is going to provide you your cost. You'll be able to find your return on investment here, even with battery storage. The total net investment in the home was $19,160. You're going to be able to see between the 9th and 10th year with battery storage, it's still going to pay for itself off. You're going to receive 10 years worth of free electricity. Without battery storage, it would have come out here right around the 5th and 6th year. You would have received, if you pay cash down, 20 years worth of free electricity. So that's to be able to figure out exactly when your break-even point is. Even if you decide not to go solar, you're still going to pay the same amount for burning fossil fuels over the next 6 to 7 years anyway. This is a chart here, cost of solar install versus the cost of burning fossil fuels. What would you do with an extra $145K over the next 30 years from now? If you are looking to speak with an installer, you like your report, you would like to continue to move forward along this process, you want to get an official report from an installer and move forward, this is the best bet. We do pre-screen all the installers for you. You just go ahead and select speak with an installer there. When you are ready to speak with an installer, select one of these 3 buttons here that will post your PDF report on our marketplace and allow one of our top reporters or installers to contact you. That's where also be able to collect donation for $10 to when you do move forward, as well as the free ebook is at the end here. Show you guys here, speak with an installer, select your charity foundation, and we will be able to go to this refer a friend page here. I'll show you. Okay. Well, I logged in with Google. When you log back in, you'll be able to get to the refer a friend page. That's where you'll be able to get your free ebook there. You will be able to have access to all of this today, absolutely free. Obviously, we don't ask for your card at any time. We're just here to get you a free solar report for your home. I'm happy to help with any questions you have. We're here every day at 3 o'clock. If you'd like to join us live, ask questions live, we're happy to do a Q&A with you one-on-one, no problem. Happy to help. So go ahead and get started when you like. It was a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you so much for listening. Please join us. Like us below. Subscribe to our channel.